Hello, you nerds, geeks, and committed collectors, and welcome back to the Canadian Nerd Unboxes for our third episode, in which we'll be unboxing the brand new Batman the New 52 Court of Owls book and mask set, which we were lucky enough to scoop up from our friends and sponsors, HarryT.com or Harry Tarantula, at their downtown Toronto location. So, for those of you not aware of who the Court of Owls are, the Court of Owls are a new group or ensemble of villains who are set in the brand new Batman the New 52 universe. So if you're a reader who has not quite delved into the New 52 series yet, then you may not be familiar with the Court of Owls. However, all of the members of the Court of Owls wear that mask right there, with the exception of one of their members named the Talon, who is their active assassin and wears a slightly different and black mask. But enough of me. There are animations of all of those masks right on the box. So how about I quit talking and we jump into our unboxing to get a better view of what the box looks like, as well as what you can expect to get inside of it when you pick it up off of the shelves. Alright guys, but without further ado, let's jump in and unbox Batman's the New 52 Court of Owls book and mask set, which you can get a copy of at HarryT.com or Harry Tarantula. Alright guys, well here it is. Batman's the Court of Owls book and mask set. It is finally here. So let's take a better look at this thing. We've got the Court of Owls book and mask set with the Court of Owls insignia. We've got Batman, DC Comics up top, which is the Batman logo from the New 52 series of comics. We have a Court of Owls saying or credo, something of the sort, as well as a cool animation from the New 52 comics. On the back, we've got an image of what's inside, which is your Batman the New 52 Court of Owls, as well as a mask belonging to or in replica of the Court of Owls. Below that, over here, is also an explanation of what the book is, in addition to the significance of what the releasing of this mask in fact means. So it's pretty cool, and if you ever see one out and about, then make sure to scoop one up. They are only $24.95, so it's a super steal, and will definitely look good on your shelves and can even serve as a Halloween costume. Anyhow, let's bust this thing open and see what's inside. Alright guys, well there it is, your first peek at the Court of Owls mask, which I will most likely be wearing for this Halloween. Seems like it's a fairly high quality polyurethane or plastic. I'm not quite sure if it's actually polyurethane. I'm not very knowledgeable in that area. However, it does feel pretty decent quality. The elastic is pretty strong, pretty decent quality. Comes with some pads here, so it's not sitting directly on your face, which is pretty cool. They thought it out at least a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's nothing special, but it's super cool and it looks great, and it's a good story to tell if you know the story and you have friends by that would care to know about it. So in addition to the mask, we also have Batman, the Court of Owls Volume 1 from the New 52. Obviously, as this entire box set revolves around this. And this is an awesome piece by Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Jonathan Glapion, and was at one point a New York Times #1 bestseller, so it's pretty cool. Here's a quick flip through just to give you guys an idea of what the animation and color scheme or palette rather is like. So yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, well that's it for the unboxing. A bit shorter than you may be used to, however, it is just a book and mask, so didn't really feel like we had to spend tons of time on it. But let's move forward with our critique. So as mentioned before, the quality of the mask really seems to be up there. It's pretty thick and much thicker than those cheesy little plastic masks you would get at a dollar store Moreover, the elastic is 4 to 5 times thicker than those very same elastics you might find on those dollar store masks. As such, you can expect this mask to stick around for a little bit and last you a few years. Moreover, as you can see, as far as the mask's design goes, it's a pretty good design and is very much in the likeness of the masks in the comic. So they definitely did a great job of reaching into the comics and pulling those masks right out and into real life. And lastly, for our pros, with the regular soft cover version of the Court of Owls selling for $19.99 and the boxed book and mask set selling for only $24.95, you are realistically only paying $5 to bring home that mask and have something beautiful to display on your shelf at home. So we would definitely strongly recommend that you shell out that extra $5 and take home a full collectible set rather than another book, of which you'll only be able to see the spine once it's on your shelf with the rest of your books. And now for our one and only fairly big con for the book and mask set, and that is the aforementioned soft cover on the book. And with soft covers being, quite frankly, the norm these days, it's not very surprising that they decided to make that choice. However, with that being said, it is a collectible book and mask set, and as such, it would be nice to have a book that would last for decades upon decades on our shelves alongside the mask, rather than a soft cover which will probably disintegrate over the next 5 or 10 years. So with that being said, it is not a huge gripe, but it is nonetheless still something that bothers me at the end of the day. So finally, with all of that being said, we are going to give the book and mask set of Batman, the New 52 Court of Owls, a solid 4 out of 5, with one entire mark being deducted for the quality of the soft cover book. And if you would like to scoop up your very own copy of the brand new Batman, the New 52 Court of Owls book and mask set, then please make sure to check out our amazing sponsors, Harry Tarantula or HarryT.com, at the link right over here. Moreover, if you would like to find the Canadian Nerd Show outside of the YouTube sphere, or if you would like to find our other amazing programs, then please make sure to check us out at this link, or by subscribing by clicking on the button, which you'll find around the frame somewhere. I don't know where. Anyhow, stick around for the next episode of the Canadian Nerd Unboxes, in which we'll be unboxing the new Batman Play Arts Kai Arkham City Poison Ivy action figure. And if you might be interested in having the Canadian Nerd unbox some of your merchandise, then please make sure to give us a shout at the link below and we can get the conversation started. So until the next episode, please make sure to check out our amazing sponsors, and they include Superpower Collectibles, your Canadian online source for toys, comics, collectibles, and more. HanSoloRecords.com, your Canadian source for the best in both nerdcore and underground hip-hop, as well as our newest sponsors, Harry Tarantula or HarryT.com, your downtown Toronto source for manga, comics, board games, other games, and more.